Stop waiting for things to happen to you. Go make things happen. I'm going to share a story. It has to do with relationships and love, but it led me to learning this lesson. A few months ago, I met someone at a wedding. We spent some time together, shared a drink, and had a conversation, and at the end of the day, we just didn't share any way of contacting each other. And 2 weeks ago, I followed him on social media. I was debating whether or not I should follow him because even if it was a love interest or just a friendship interest, I was still nervous. I was like, okay, it's been so long. I don't know if it's going to be weird at all just to cold follow someone on social media. I don't know anything about him other than he's a friend of my friends and that I had some fun with him at the wedding. So long story short, I decided to follow him, and then a few days after that, I decided to text him. I don't know how you feel about making the first move. I don't even know if that counts as a move. I totally hate the idea of texting someone on social media counting as a move. Again, it doesn't matter if it was a love interest, friendship interest, just texting him. And I was nervous, anxious, I was overthinking everything. I was thinking about what was gonna happen if I did, if my friends were going to find out, if they would be okay with that. You know, there's so many things that really don't matter. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I don't want to wait to see if he texts me first. I don't want to see what's going to happen if I wait for him to do something. I don't want to wait for things to happen to me. If I want to be his friend, if I want to get to know him, if I want to go get coffee with him, whatever it is my intention, I want to make it happen. So in the end, I texted him and he replied, and then we didn't have any conversation because I replied again and then he just never did. He just reacted to my message. I'm not gonna lie, that sucked a bit. That didn't feel quite nice, but at the end of the day, after reflecting on my actions and the mindset that I just shared, I realized, yes, I was feeling a bit down because nothing happened there, but I was feeling good and proud of myself for taking action, for trying, even if I failed. Honestly, I don't know if that can be considered as a failure. And yes, it does feel like I was rejected somehow, but honestly, I don't want to get into detail. My point here is that I feel happy because even if nothing happened with him, not a coffee, not a friendship, not a relationship, I can proudly say that I tried and that I didn't wait for him to do something. And I believe this applies to everything in life. If there's something that you want, then you gotta go get it. It's not even about making it happen, but about trying. If there's something that you really want to do, don't wait. You cannot and should not wait till things happen to you, because if you're waiting for something to happen to you, then it might not happen at all because nothing is moving. You're not moving. You also have to put your effort and do the things that are required for maybe this thing happening. And I believe this also has to do with separating from the outcome. So for example, with this guy, I could say my outcome was to be in a relationship with him. This isn't about that just now. I tried, I talked to him, I texted him, I reached out to him, and nothing happened, but I tried, and that's the important thing that matters. It's about the journey, you know? I know it sounds so cliche and so cheesy, but it is about the journey. I learned something about this. Maybe I didn't get to have a conversation with him, but I learned about this, and I learned that the identity and the person that I want to become is someone who's not waiting for things to happen to her, but I'm working on becoming someone who makes things happen. If anything, I hope this was encouraging. I believe all of us want to do something. I learned it from approaching a guy, but honestly, I think it applies to everything in life. Maybe you actually want to do that. You want to approach someone, you want to text someone and get to know them, or maybe you want to learn something new. You can find a course, a free course, a video. The point here is that you get things moving, but it has to come from you, because you can't wait till life happens to you, till things happen to you. You gotta make things happen. Thank you for watching. Bye.